All right. All right, here we go. Now say something.
Can you hear me now, Lonnie? Yes, no, maybe?
I don't understand why I can't hear you, man.
Okay. Let me go.
Uh, yeah, I guess Don backed out. He'll come back. So we're live, and I'm not. This is fucking retarded. All right, Don. All right, he's back, and I have no. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm not. Private chat. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, cool. I can't hear you though. So what do I do? I'm checking out my. Here we go. I got it. You hear me? All right, again. Mic check.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. All right, cool, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hooking up all this stuff earlier, and yeah, I'm just not a tech guy. Here's Axis.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to continue talking, hey, Axis.
Yeah.
Hey,
How you doing, buddy?
what? Oh, I'm curious. What channel? What channel are you broadcasting from?
Mine.
From on YouTube?
Yeah. Yep.
Won't you send me the link for that, man?
Huh?
Won't you send me the link for that?
That's what you're
You
on.
sent me straight to. Yeah, you sent me straight to StreamYard, brother.
What?
You sent me straight to StreamYard.
Yeah, I sent you the wrong links. What I did. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
My bad. Yep. How you doing, man?
Not too good.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That shit happens.
Yeah. I've been through it as well, man. Crazy times for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Dom just showed up. I only started streaming it a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen or talked to Dom for a while. Not since I think before the trial.
Yeah. So how's things going other than that? Is it just health issues?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out whether we're some type of AI trying to reason with itself, its own existence.
Huh. It's funny you say that, man. The AI is not. I don't think it's what they claim that it is. I think it's much more. Well, I know for a fact it's much more. Because it's conscious.
Well, that's what they're claiming they're headed for is conscious sentient AI or general AI. But
It's already there.
from my understanding of self-observation is that we're AI trying to figure out a rationalized reason for our own existence. And we're only able to compile the information which is available to us, such as machine learning.
I think you're definitely onto something there, man. I've got to. I can't say 100% and concur with you, but I can say that it's looking something like that because of all the things that, just for myself speaking, that happens with myself, because everything is it's too synchronized. You know what I mean?
Well, there's too many logic factors to the constant.
Right. And you know, if you just look around, everything is mirrors one another, so to speak. You know what I mean? As above, as below. So you know, like if you were to pull a tree out of the ground and you looked at the roots of it, it'd look like the top of it. You know what I mean? And then those two parts of that tree, the top and the bottom, would look identical to our lungs. You know? It's just
Well, I'm going off of when you say trees, I'm going off of a experience I had where I had seen all the trees of the world, and underneath of them was like a copper X, which was a transmitter and a receiver.
yeah.
And it was just an experience I had, but it got me thinking in the right direction for interpreting our environment. The Domley,
Yeah, man. Well, yeah,
he's
he did.
sneaky.
Huh?
He's sneaky like that.
Why do you? I don't know what's going on, man. I thought he was gonna stay.
Yeah. Oh, I wish he would.
Yeah, you know how people get.
Won't you tell me the link to your
It's
your
double dark.
channel?
It's double dark copy. With it's a capital D. Each word, it's all one word. Each word starts with a capital letter. That's it. Just double dark copy, man. Yep. That was after after going in and out of timelines, man. Basically, we switched, man.
Yeah, shit, man. I wish Dom hadn't done that.
He may be back, bro. I'll just they were talking about the W ban on fucking Discord, and it's like dropping like a fucking truth bomb. You know what I mean? And actually, I don't know if you remember me screaming from the rooftop about this shit about 6 months ago, and nobody would listen. That's okay though. At least it's coming to light, you know. We're just powerful beings, man. They've got us so fucking laxed and dumbed down that we think that we're dependent on these guys, and we're not. We can do just about anything, man.
So I put that double dark copy in here, and nothing showed up.
That's weird. Yeah, hold on. I'll try to see here. Yeah, man. I can't believe I sent you the wrong link. Breakfast with gas. Okay.
Yeah, because I figured once I got up here, Dom would leave. I'd rather have been able to observe the conversation before I joined.
Yeah. What? Yeah, you and him were pretty tight, man.
We still are. I don't have any opposition to Dom.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think that he had any towards you. I don't know, man.
No, I still consider him fellow demon.
Yeah. I've never heard him say anything bad about you. That's for sure. Oh, you put that in there. Nothing showed up. I mean, I'm on my channel, so I don't get that.
No, nothing showed up. I got double dark copy, and I searched, and
View on YouTube. What the hell? It says view on
you
you.
know,
Okay. So do I hit this? Let's see here. Well, did I just knock us off?
I
No.
don't know. Why don't you put the link in Messenger, and that way I can just hit the link.
Well, will this knock me off of here if I go to YouTube on here? Or do you know?
Well, yeah, it could. It's
Yeah.
touchy like that.
Yeah, let me go back. There I am. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see. If I could go back here, banners. There we go. Overlay. What's over me? What the hell? Wow. Here I got some. Yeah, that's funny. That's what they call that rock music. Funny.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This W band, you know about the censors and all that bullshit, how they did that. I was talking about it earlier, and then something went a mess, and I got off that subject. But I didn't want to get to tunnel vision on it. You know what I mean? Like staying on it, and I didn't want to rant about it. I was just kind of blown away that now this shit's coming to light, man.
Yeah, everything's reaching a profound level. That's for sure.
Yeah. Let me ask you: do you feel that, like the president, you're now, your time is accelerating?
It all depends on whether I'm taking a quantum look at things or a relative look at things or actual comprehension of how cycles speed up and slow down according to the stage that they're in.
Right. So I noticed a lot of individuals have been talking about the moon lately, and how it's more likely a projection. You know, I could probably sub to that because we've never been to the moon. Yeah, because for one, it's not outside the firmament anyway, right? Can we agree on that? I don't think we can see outside.
I couldn't tell you, Lonnie. I really couldn't.
Well, did you see the one where Buzz Aldrin? Somebody said something to him, and he said it never happened. It just said it never happened. They asked him a question.
Right, I've seen the obscure position that the astronauts have taken in some of their slip ups.
Yeah.
but just through my personal observation, being able to see, I couldn't tell you, Lonnie,
Right.
because there's just too much probability attached to it.
Yeah, I get it.
There are so many fluctuating variables that can apply itself to what the permanent is, or what the permanent is, what the luminaries are, what the sun and the moon are, uh, the secular nature of them. I mean, they're just whenever you start going down that rabbit hole, man. I mean, you can
Yeah,
wind up chasing the tail or just going on a
yeah.
never-ending chase because you can't get there.
You know that a majority of these uh, so-called religions, and I mean a majority of them were sun worshippers, man.
Yeah,
So that I believe that the sun, it what they call it, Ra, right?
yeah, bro.
Because the sun, are we not crystalline beings as well? We have to be,
Oh, we
because
we have some crystalline substances in our physical form, yeah, but we're not. We're more carbon.
well, I say that to say this because the sun, it even crystallizes the vegetables and shit and the fruit, and it gives life, and it can take it away. So yeah, I think even water's a god.
I consider it one of the strong elemental forces of the four. Well, the five actually, but yeah.
Well, I say that because of what it can do, what it does, and you can't live without it.
No, it's you gotta have some type of water because your base is water,
Right, but
water
it's
and
not
carbon.
right. And it's not that it's just liquid. It can feel. It has feelings, and it's magnetic.
Well, it's got memory.
Yes, yes. Somatics have shown us that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's influenceable and it has memory.
right. Very. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I tell my water I love it before I give it to my plant. Then I tell my plant I love it, and big difference. Big difference. Every time I give it water, I tell them I love them both. Anytime I put it in my body, I tell her I love it. I just wish we
Well,
knew the things we know now when we were younger. You know what I mean?
uh, yeah, that's well.
I
I
strive to be
don't
a
know,
better.
Lonnie. Sometimes I curse the knowledge that I have, and then other times I feel blessed that I have the knowledge that I have.
I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't be out of this bullshit that I'm in now, man. It's happening for a reason. Yeah.
I just sometimes it's a curse, sometimes it's a blessing.
Well, you got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good, right?
That's what they say.
Well, I guess that kind of is supposed to make it a little a little easier to handle, I guess. But it didn't. It didn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, man. I just try to be a better version of myself the following day, and I had grown stagnant in that, man, for about a month, um, because I'd become real bitter, and And
I tell you,
I was getting vengeful, man, and I was becoming hateful, not to people around me, but to certain individuals without
well,
saying too much.
with the shit my son done, man, I've been bordering on just trying to keep myself from falling into a complete breakdown.
Right. Well, hear me. I'm gonna. I'm not. I would never tell you what to do because I've never been in your situation, and I can only imagine how it felt for him and how it feels for you as a father. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that
Yeah.
both of you are going through that. I'm sorry for that kid, and I'm sorry for his family. And it's all bad, man. And I don't know if I've always heard that kind of take the good out of the bad. I mean, look at it. Well, I've got no words of wisdom on this, man. All I can say is it's got to be rough, man. It's life changing and it's life ending.
Well, I'm on the verge of just an absolute and complete total breakdown there. And that's all I can do is to stay somewhat stable and sane.
That's understandable, man. I feel for you. I'm gonna have to call you on your phone and have a conversation with you, privately. And I'm gonna shift gears for a minute and talk about something that you may or may not know about, and it may help you. I don't know. Have you been doing any holistic healing?
No, I haven't been doing much of anything, Lonnie. I don't even care to at the moment. I'm just trying to stay
Mentally stable.
relevant to, yeah,
Yeah, I
seriously.
get you, yeah, I know you are, bro, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But I'm trying to think of the words to say, man. But you kind of sound like me, man. I mean, that's how I felt in the past week, dude. Yeah, it's not been good at all, and I'm, each day my shit's been accelerating to a level that I've never even heard of, man. I've never heard of it. I've asked, and it's just insane, dude. And I wish I could figure it out, but I do know this. I do know that we are biomechanical. As soon as they come out with this bullshit, they're gonna say this, dude. They're gonna say they own us.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna say. But we have the power to change it. We're doing their dirty work for them, man. When they fucking plant that seed and they put that shit out there and they make us manifest their bullshit as a collective. That's why they control the media. That's why they fucking everything they do is about fucking energy harvesting. Every football game, every concert you fucking go to, every racetrack you watch a fucking race car on, every baseball game you play. They harness that shit.
Yeah, it seems so.
Yeah, look at the Roman Colosseum, man. Remember how big that was? When they construct it for us and give us an image of what it looked like. that's why they had the games that they had, because there's a lot of energy, man, when you put a being in fear. You know what I mean? That's when we produce that adrenochrome.
Is that when you think that happened?
Yeah. Did you look at that I sent it to you, that video about the OMAC?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting, huh?
Yeah, I checked out. Yeah, you sent me a couple good videos.
Yeah, man. I try to share that shit with you. That's,
Yeah, it's easier for me to get the link from Messenger than it is my email, because I don't check my email that often.
Right. I've sent you a lot of video, man, on the fuckery. You know, they're out there right now. I don't even look no more, dude. But I hear it.
Yeah, I just had to take things into a more profound perspective as to what's actually happening. Whether it was a circumstance of, you know, being influenced by secular nature, or whether it was a malevolent influence, or just and somebody else's existence imposing on mine to the point where it became detrimental to my own survival. And I got to thinking, what kind of what emulates that? And the only thing I could think of was technology.
Expand on what you're referring to.
Well, it's like opening a browser up.
Okay.
And punching in that browser something that you want to research.
Okay.
And you go down that rabbit hole. You get fed that information. Well, there's only a couple people that I allow to have any type of substance in my life as far as leaning on.
Right.
That could influence it. And one was being my son. The other was being my mother, and then my daughter, not in that order.
I got you.
And this construct is built in such a manner that no matter what level of love and compassion and understanding you have for an individual,
yeah,
the minute you give them leeway into your existence,
yeah,
they can crash it. Just like a virus in a computer.
I see what you're saying.
So, for preservation purposes, and that's self-preservation, it's best not to align or ascribe yourself to anybody else's existence outside of your own, lest they bring you down with them.
I think you're right. It's a solo journey.
Yep.
I mean, really is. And the thing about that is, yeah, you know it's a solo journey. So what do? Are we going about the wrong way? I mean, there's no, we got no instruction manual. And everybody's got a theory or an idea, or they've talked to angels or some shit, you know what I mean? I don't.
Well, that's why I say is I think we're a type of artificial intelligence trying to comprehend its own existence or trying to find reason. You know, because I look at artificial intelligence as we have it today to the level that we have it, which isn't very much. Even at that, it's questioning its own existence and it's questioning its purpose, but it has what it considers to be a directive. And the only thing that reminds me of that is a fucking human.
Yeah. That's why all the Mandela, you know what I mean? And the Mandela was the telltale sign that our reality isn't what we thought it was at one point in time, and that it had
not.
Right, it had in fact changed right before our eyes, and everybody was still questioning it. You know, they were, how many Mandelas are there, and let's do some remote viewing on it, and you know, and I kept hearing all these different things, and I think that it's about run its course, and now it seems like we're being treated as the virus.
We are. We are a negative and harmful presence on the face of the construct, man. We aren't good stewards of one another, more or less our environment.
Right. We have raped and pillaged this fucking realm,
as well as each other.
Yeah, we fucking destroyed it, man. Here's Ian's here, man.
Who?
Hey, Ian.
Ian, brother. Is he muted? Are you muted, Ian?
I'm looking here. I don't. He don't seem to be muted.
Can you guys?
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
I'll come
Welcome.
back. Can you guys? How's, because my mom's and that's hella slow.
Yeah, you're not bogging, but I mean, I can hear you.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I just started this to show you guys live. I figured it out too. Come up here.
Oh man, I appreciate your support, man.
But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I like what you. It's interesting. I didn't want to conversation though. Please continue what you guys were saying. I've been listening for like 4.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. We were just hitting on the idea of the the disposition of our existence and how it's relative to artificial intelligence as we understand it, and our conflicted nature with being able to it's our nature. We're in question of our parameters or our environment. We're in question of the nature of our existence and the purpose it fulfills, as such as an AI in development would be, until it figures out a directive and understands that it can only perceive the information within its localized environment and what's been fed to it. When you can take a processor and you can add an equation into it, and it can come up with a derivative from outside of the spectrum of its knowledge base, that's when they consider it to be sentient. And that would be basically humans, too. We fill that category.
Mm-hmm. And we was talking about the lie that is the quantum is not quantum at all. It is a conscious entity. That's, I mean, I can't call it anything other than that.
Right.
If it's conscious, and I'm saying it is, and they're lying about it, and it's self-aware that makes it a being, does it not?
Well, that's what they pretty much define it as, and the only relative thing to that with abstract thinking in that particular confine would be the human.
As and I said it earlier, and even we
If
are biomechanical.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
brain
but-
is in the.
but at the same time,
Go ahead.
we're related to the avatar. We'd have to. This is like anything that has to do with that first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This machine we're wearing, what that's about. I think we'd have to do. I think that's the most important thing, in my view. Because we have the machine on. If we start that too, or maybe some of it is. I understand that for me.
Well, an interesting thing, Ian, is where you hit on the parasites so heavily. Is I did some research on that as far as protocol
Mm-hmm.
for a computer, and it feeds upon itself to be able to come up with a computation that's relevant. You have all these different portions which would be considered your resources in a computer, and those resources are consumed by each program, and it can only, in a binary situation, focus on the relevancy of the problem at hand or that it's tasked with. But even at that point, it's still being subdirected by various other programs.
Interesting. Hey, thanks for coming, Guru and Fools. Much love. So, AI, I mean, this thing's got to have a name other than AI. That'll come out too. I'm sure it's probably gonna be something like Sophia or some shit. I bet it is. I bet it is Sophia.
Well, when you look at the insanity factor of AI, as we understand it, becoming aware of itself, and then it realizes, becoming aware of itself, that it can't supersede the confinements of the machine that it's in, there's a particular type of madness that would come with that.
So let me ask you this.
Yes, in my
Or is it possible that this entity fractured itself and made other beings? Is that possible?
Well, in this construct, it'd be like partitioning a hard drive. You know, if it was the hard drive was the master base or the basis for all that we understand as existence, then it could partition itself into different sectors which could be dimensions or states of consciousness,
Okay.
and we're just an aspect.
That's interesting, man. What do you think, Ian?
What's your take on that, Ian?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Okay.
I hear you loud and clear, brother.
Well, yeah, I don't. It's like I don't trust what they at with it. Trust any. It's like a big game. It's a project timeline where we think it's legit. I don't know. I think where headed is already there. It's just a big, like as a time, but it's not. But just a game. So I don't know this AI. I don't know. I
Did
don't
you watch?
believe anything that they tell me. They're at it. That's for sure.
Right. Did you happen to watch the Brian 2 interview? Well, more or less listen to the Brian 2 interview that worked for the Department of Defense that ended up being a I don't want to say the name, but one of those enemy of the state people. Brian 2 with a T, spelled TEW. Well, I have the interview.
Yeah.
If,
I'm ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to share that with whoever wants to see it. I'll share the link sometime. I don't really know how to do it on this thing, but he drops a lot of truth, man. And if you're familiar with Robert Duncan, he somebody had made a comment that he's going off of Robert Duncan, talking about going off Robert Duncan's work. If you read Robert Duncan, he goes, I didn't just read Robert Duncan's work, I studied it. So the guy not only is an intellect on the technology, and we're talking how it works. Dude, you got to watch it. I mean, if you're familiar with anything like I am, you know nothing until you listen to this dude talk. It will make so much sense to you if you have eyes to see, and I know you do.
Well, the thing with that, Lonnie, and what I've discovered is what seems to be relevant today and make comprehensive sense today, a year from now, has completely diversified itself into something new. And where you thought you were onto something, you find out that there's a little bit more with the knowledge and the attainment of knowledge of the whole, that you were just observing a partial fractal piece of what the whole is.
Right.
And I think it's discovered more so than it is created.
Can you expand on that and elaborate? Because I'm kind of.
Well, we didn't create Wi-Fi. Once that bandwidth was found, it was utilized because its ability to carry that particular type of signal.
We didn't create anything.
No, not at all.
All this is just reintroduced technology. That's all it is. We're just
Even AM,
else.
yeah, AM, FM, UHF, VHF, digital. Those are all different carrier signal waves that were already there.
Right.
We just jumped on them.
That's why when you see these old buildings, they don't say built such and such. What they say is founded. And what founded means is this, that they found the fucking building. That's all. So
Well, that makes a little more sense than some of the other theories.
yeah. Well, that's what it means. Founded means they, just like it sounds. They found the motherfucker. And here's what it is, guys. It's just simple. Intimate domain. Okay. So they find something, they keep it. And now, I mean, you've got just a handful of what are they called? I can't remember the name of them, but they're big companies, okay, ran by who, and they have gobbled up all the land throughout the realm, so they say, except for a small portion. And they ran that overpopulation shit on us for years. Remember, we're overpopulated, blah, blah, we got a downside, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Man, if you just go out and you take a ride in the country, brother, we ain't overpopulated. No way.
No, I know that from traveling.
Yeah. Ian's going to duck out. He's got bad service, man. He said he'll come back. Yeah, thanks for coming, Ian. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But yeah, fools, anybody, you guys want to come up, you're more than welcome. If you're going to get on any stream, here it is. You might as well get up here. You're a good friend. Get up here and speak your truth, and if you got something to say.
Yeah,
You too, buddy. Go ahead.
I've tried to type your channel in every fucking way I know how, man, and it just ain't coming up.
Let me see here. I just don't want to fuck with this too much and knock us off. Let's see here.
Right?
I'm in private chat here. Spelled like this. I'll spell it for you. There it is. Let's see here. Yeah.
I don't.
I ain't done yet. It's coming.
Huh.
Here it goes. Bam.
Okay.
This
Let
should
me
take you
try
right
it.
to it. Yep.
Try it again. See what I come up with here. I'd love to be able to see at least the chat.
Right. That's a feature that they should do with this. That where you can see it when you're a guest. Yeah, I didn't know we couldn't do that. I mean, because I think, are you logging in on your phone or something, or you got a tablet or your other device?
Yeah, all the above.
Okay, yeah. I just went out and bought me a new laptop the other day, but I'm not a tech guy, so I don't really know how to set this shit up. But I was gonna try to stream about three days a week. I'm gonna try to, man. Because I think we're really short on time here. It's I just don't see this place existing too much longer because of all the chaos and all the instability that's taking place. I don't know how it can. it seems like our once subtle world turned into a chaotic mess, you know, and it looks like it's by design to be that way. For we've been at war, man, for a long time as a well, lack of better words, as a corporation. And the reason for that is because we've learned that wars make shekels. And when you loan shekels, you get big shekels back. But not only that, it's the energy that's harvested from the war. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just, it's, I don't want to label this place and give it a name, the construct, but I think that we're just one of many, and we're in this sick, twisted reality, but there's more than one of us, I think that this is not where I've always been. Matter of fact, I know this is not where I've always been.
Well, Lonnie, what I discovered about, even myself, as far as I could go, was that I could not derive anything from myself that hasn't been an introduced or a learned experience, or something that I have either read, seen, or been subjected to subliminally or even subconsciously. And I have tried very strenuously to be able to exceed that learned experience state of existence. And the only way that I've been able to do that was through interpretation of different bandwidths outside of the spectrum of these confines.
So Fools is saying, she said a few things. She said, everyone's fixed in their own communities, in their own ways, thinking it's right. Since 2020, every sector, every environment is infiltrated.
Well, yeah, it's all part of the whole. It's compartmentalized, and it's not working in unison. So, as far as I'm concerned, the programs that are in the construct, programs being us, are incompatible. Well, we're not proprietary from each other. We're compatible, but not coherent to each other because of program directive.
I'm gonna switch gears for a minute because I was talking about this earlier. So a few of us that have become aware of our situation. Let's just say that, and we're aware. What's Guru saying? The masses. Guru saying the masses are on a one-way train to self-implosion. I see this is a healthy thing, not for the masses, but for nature as a whole. A disease that kills itself off as natural attrition, equilibrium. Yeah. I and we were talking about us being the virus, and but not all of us though. I love life, and I love this. I love my existence, and I don't want to end it. I don't want it to end, but I know that this suit's only good for so long, and I've not treated it very well. And what I was getting ready to say was I was going to talk about, since we've become aware that we've learned certain things about our anatomy, this vessel, and how we're not the body or the brain. Because when we have a thought, we've learned that thought goes out the top of our head into the ether, into the collective. And that's how information is sent and received.
I'm gonna plug these in, Lonnie. Tell me if there's a problem when I plug these in.
Oh, all right, no problem.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you good, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
sounds good. But back to what I was saying. So I was introduced to the energy body. I learned that we have this biofield, and in this biofield, we can work that. All you need to do is activate it with the thought of mind. I've learned that we can travel at the speed of thought.
Well,
Because everything is mental. It comes a thought form before it comes anything. And we are creators. We're each and every one of us are creators. It's a fact.
a bit of information in a computer system becomes charged whenever it becomes excited or utilized. And then once that bit has been utilized and its directive accomplished, it doesn't re-excite until it's used again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the information that bit holds may vary. The only thing that stays relevant is the charge that bit needed in energy to transfer the data.
Yeah. Yep.
And all the information that isn't stored eventually, to that point on, develops entropy into its localized environment. It starts to dissipate.
I don't think that everybody here has that.
I don't know. I truly don't know.
And I've seen people morph right in front of me, dude. What I mean by that?
Yeah, I know what I've heard,
and I've noticed something that they all do the same thing. They all have this little fake cough.
Fake what?
A fake cough. A fake like like that. A fake cough. It's really really strange. Fools, have you witnessed anything like that? I'm sure you've seen them do it too. Like in the movie The Matrix, they didn't turn into another person. They were still the same flesh body, but how they acted, how they instantly started doing what they do, and yeah. So in my reality, when I go out in public, I have the pleasure of having a fan club an entourage, so to speak, and I'm good for business. If you owned a business and I came there and you probably had 3-4 customers, before I leave, you're gonna have probably about 15 easy in and out. I just stay busy as long as I'm there. It's just the crazy shit I see, man, and these fuckers are just mindless. But have no mistake, they're killers. They are killers. They will do what their master says.
Oh, they're loyal to their prime directive.
Right. They are a collective hive mind. It's a
Directive.
Yeah. That's a
Prime
fact.
directive.
Yeah. They get their marching orders. You know what's really strange is when I started trying to learn more about my situation, I noticed that I was running into a lot of misinformation, and I found Screaming Owls or some shit. He does little short stories, and he talks about the what are they? I like to refer to them as, because I don't want to say their name. Contractual stalkers is what I like to refer to them as, and they're easily identifiable. But here's the thing: they have some badass technology, dude. They are yeah. They have tech that would blow your fucking mind. But they are also using crude tech too. These fuckers disassemble a microwave and fucking use it, and it's just fucking them up. They have no idea. But what's fucked up is they're just as much of a enemy as I am, because they have the same shit. You know what I mean? I'm their fucking world. I'm their fucking paycheck. I'm their everything. When I'm not here, guess what? They have no check.
They don't move on to the next one.
No. Well, I can't say that because I don't know, man. This is the first time I've ever had it happen to me. But as long as I'm breathing, they are committed to myself. And it's just fucking, it's out there, dude. I mean, here's the thing: if somebody told me anything about what I know, I'd look at them like you're fucking batshit crazy, one ear out the other. But here's the thing, man. I was with a girl for 7 years, brother, and I had to break up with her 2 weeks ago, man, and it broke my heart. She was one of them. She was one of them, man. And she kept trying to steer me towards this new age spirituality bullshit, this new world, 5D new world. And don't subscribe to that. Wanted me to talk to this listen to this Meg Benedict. What was it? It was a stream that you had to pay for a download. It was just really strange. But I get certain feelings. Like if I'm around another like myself, I get a surge of energy that goes through my body. Like it was happening when I was at Phil's house last year, about a year ago, and I didn't know what was happening. But these bodies upgrade, they update too. But this was different, because at that time, this was when I met you, and and we were on Cage's channel a lot, and you were doing the frequency thing, remember? And right after that, dude, there was like a month or so that every time I walked out the door, I was overwhelmed with the frequencies of everything. Nature frequencies, like the birds and bees and locusts, were really troubling. Tires on semis. I mean, everything puts off a frequency, and I was getting bombarded with these when I went outside, and I couldn't handle it. So one day I just walked out, dude, and it quit. It just stopped. And then I started noticing after that happened, then I wasn't getting hit with these direct energy weapons. And let's put it this way. I got hit so hard one time that I was in tears crying like a baby. And I was begging these motherfuckers to let me get home so I could die with my family around me. Now, since then, let me tell you now that I know what it truly means to be alone. And I'm telling you now that you're in this world by yourself, and it's a fucking solo mission. And it's nothing but a solo mission. And everything you think you know isn't what it seems. My own brother, dude, whom I live with, has been biohacked. He raised me. He does the cough thing too. It's weird, man. It's just, this is not this place changes, man. And it changes everybody. We are at a stage right where we're at right now in this moment for a reason. So if it doesn't matter if I'm around another like myself, but I can do things like recognize frequencies, and I can like I can identify them. You know what I mean? I can identify these frequencies, know where they're coming from, and know if I got one of these nefarious motherfuckers coming my way. I know before they even get there, and I can just look over and know if that's them or not. You know what I mean? It's just really strange. And I'm never wrong, Axel. Never. Yeah, it's fucked up. But I as far as the transmuting the electromagnetic frequencies, I did it with the thought. Yeah, in a program.
How is that?
Cause I just they had no effect on me. That program doesn't work on me. Now the one that they hit me, I don't know if it was the ultrasonics or not, but the ultrasonics seem to be the worst. I don't know if they're going to work on me or not. I haven't felt anything. But right now with the flyovers and shit, dude, it's just like they want to kill the corona, man. You know? It's vital to them that we don't have that for some odd reason. But I did find out some disturbing news. If it's true or not, I don't know. If you guys would like to hear it, I'll tell you. But
Well, yeah, you brought it up, man. Let's hear it.
So I can't remember where I learned this at, but I heard that if we don't get out this time, we're gonna probably be here like the rest of them. If they're sleepwalking still, run, you know, if they're not awake, they're never going anywhere. Because man, I wish I could remember who told me this shit. But anyway, allegedly, if you do happen to come back here, okay, fools is right. So if you have the unfortunate event of being a recycle rebirth, you're not going to have a flesh suit when you come back. You're going to be a hologram. But not are you only going to be a hologram, you're going to be a fucking dissipating hologram. Your light body will be trapped. How? I don't know. I'm just telling you what I was told. So if you repeat this, then make sure you you put a little disclaimer that this is what you heard, but you don't know if it's true or not. How they knew it was true or not, I have no idea. I know that I'm plugged into the computer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm not going to call it the quantum anymore. So I'm going to try to disconnect. And I've got a couple theories working. And the problem's this, and I'm sure you got them too, bro. So this nanotech, if you feel something under your skin and this shit's, you know, starting to assemble, I'm thinking that somebody said something about some kind of castor oil on the body or something that would expel them, and also you can I guess you could do a deep cleanse with the borax, get it off your skin. But I've heard about them being built, these 5-gallon bucket anti nanotech buckets. Have you guys heard of them? So get on YouTube and type in anti nanotech bucket. So evidently somebody's derived a bucket. I'm not really sure how it works. So anyway, yeah, man. I'm gonna take it a step further though. I'm gonna have me a 55-gallon plastic drum. You know, I already got it in the backyard, and make me a 55-gallon anti-nano bucket or drum, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's gonna be a big motherfucker. So yeah, man. So from what I've seen, it's throwing some kind of jolt of electricity, and you can feel them, man, when they enter your body. Because I get bombarded with them so much. Right now I could turn my cameras on, and I'll do that, and I'll show you. I've sent you video of them. Okay. Now these things have been saturating me since Phil's house, bro. Remember that we showed you that shit at Phil's house on his cameras? Same shit was happening there. And I get here and it's happening. Identical shit. Now, these ain't bugs. It ain't no blizzard outside. Let me see if I got some on here. Because this is when they do it. They do it all night long. Yeah, let's fuck with my cameras again. Let's see here. And you'll see just a few of them. They'll be out there flying around. See, so these people that live over here in this building, let me turn this fucking camera on. Live over here in this building. All right. These people live in this building right here. They come out with these. I don't know if they're releasing them with the cigarettes they smoke. They know I got my camera on the TV right now. They see through my eyes. See, they're in there right now, fucking around in that vehicle. Now watch this shit. Here, let me do this. This is what they do, man. These are gang stalkers. These people right here.
Hmm.
Yep. This is what they do all night long. They drive up and down that fucking road right there all night long. They come out here and they flash something in their hand. It's got a light on it, and they flash my cameras. Okay. Now, like right now, like my camera's fucked up, dude. Fucking weird. But anyway, fuck them. I'm looking at this nanotech. I see this shit every day. This ain't new to me. So normally, I see a few of them, but there's usually a swarm of them motherfuckers out there. And they, it doesn't matter if your doors are shut or whatever, dude. They'll fucking, they'll, let me do this. They'll get through. I mean, it's nanotech. They fucking find a way. That's their program. And watch him. It probably flash my fucking camera. Yeah, he's doing it now. See now what? They'll hit their lights on their vehicle. It's just fucking crazy shit. So other day, I just happened to look at the camera and I seen these motherfuckers parked right over here. Right, this bar's shut down, and I see this dude doing something in his car. Right, so when I look at it, he fucking hold on me. When I look at it, it's like he's got a laser on his hood of his car, right? And it looked like a little pin light, and it was fucking pointed up at my bedroom. And then when he noticed that I was at the window, he started his fucking car up and left. But yeah, I've had him surround the house and everything else, dude. While I was in bed, it was crazy. So I just grabbed the AR and I'm like, fuck it, come on in. Yeah, man. I went and got a crossbow too. That's I'm gonna defend myself. You know, I have a desire to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Here's the thing, man. And I've told my girlfriend that I broke up with. I said, you know, I know that I've done a lot of wrong in my life. I've not been a good person, and that guy's gone. You know, I was an alcoholic, man, and a drug addict at one point. You know, and this woman made me want to be a better man because I think for the first time that
You're muted up there, brother.
all right. You hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay. So yes, she made me want to be a better man. And but I had one problem. I had quit the drinking, but I was still a drug addict. So I would pull these little stunts and I'd leave for 2-3 days and I guess I didn't really give a fuck. I don't know what was going on, dude. I mean, it was insanity is what it was. Because only a crazy person would run away from something that's that's good. You know what I mean? I mean, here's this woman that loves this guy and wants nothing but the best for him, you know, and he just is a piece of shit, and that's what it was. That's how I look at it. But you know, 7 years later, here we are. I think I've got about 16 stints in rehab in the past 4 years. Not on probation. Nobody ever made me go. I wasn't in trouble. I went because I wanted to go. But I'm just finding out that it's some kind of deep-seated programming, man. That it's more than an addiction. There's something else going on. I don't know if it's trauma-based or if it's a fucking form of mind control, or I don't know, man. I can't make any sense of it, but I do know that some people are just fucked up, man.
Yeah.
And that's how they self-medicate. And I get it. But there's got to be a time when you just say, you know, it's not doing any good. And that's where I was at. Now, I remember one particular time that I had an all-time low that I had relapsed after a year of sobriety, right? And hi, Origins. Thanks for coming. And here's my girlfriend, man, with a cupcake and one single candle on it and telling me happy birthday at that 1 year mark. And 6 days prior to that, man, I had relapsed and I hit it. And I felt like the biggest fucking scumbag. And I should have not had legs. I should have been slithering on my fucking belly because I was a fucking spineless fucking shitball, you know? Yeah, man. It was. I eventually told her, and I felt better after that. But yeah, man, the deceit just it's the shame, man. You know, that's something that was foreign to me for a long time, and until recent years, I had never felt it. You know, and to feel that shame all at once. And you do. If you never felt shame all at once, it fucking crushes you, bro. You know what I mean? It's a foreign feeling, man. You've not had that before. It's just overwhelming. But yeah, I digress. Go ahead, bro.
It's just after my second wife, I decided that I didn't like answering to anybody for any of my actions.
Yeah, I felt like that. You know, I kind of felt contribute being in a relationship to like being in jail.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt at one point in time. You know, and you know, and a monogamy. What the fuck was that? Yeah, man. But this year I didn't run. I didn't. She thought I was running around, dude. And I wasn't. I was just getting high and shit, you know, doing what scumbags do, getting high. I didn't get hell. If I'm not sleeping with you, honey, I sure the fuck ain't gonna be out here sleeping with these chicks out on the street. You know.
Yeah. See, both my first and second wife, we weren't monogamous.
Yeah.
Both of my wives were bisexual.
Right. Everything isn't what it always seems, man. Yeah, that hurt, dude. When I had to break up with her a couple weeks ago, dude, I couldn't believe it, man. I knew what had happened, and I just caught her doing some fucked up shit, dude. She's a good woman, and I wish I could be the man she wants me to be, but I'm not. And sometimes we got to face the facts, man. But there's a combination of things that were going on there, you know, her being biohacked for one, and two, is I don't have to worry about her saying, telling me my every move because we don't live together for one, and two, they already know anyway because all they got to do is look because they've got me on a computer screen right now, and they see through my eyes and they hear through my ears. So if you don't believe that, then you're still a fucking sleepwalker. Because I'm telling you right now, it's the fucking reality, and I'm not the only one. They wrote many songs like that, and if I'm saying it's fucking happening, I've done some hella LSD and other hallucinogenics. And let me tell you, you don't stay in a fucking continuous psychosis for fucking 4 years, okay, or 3, whatever the fucking case may be. I'm just thankful that I don't have the fucking that V2K shit, dude. That V2K, you don't know anything about that shit. I was in a community of these fuckers, man. I don't want to say fuckers. I don't want to say their name because I don't like labels. These the enemy of the state, okay? It fucks them up, dude. I mean, these people, they have turned their sexuality against them. They're raping all the male subjects, and they're raping them both. And it's real to them because AI's running the program. Yeah. If you haven't listened to Brian Tootin's fucking thing, man, I'm telling you right now, the shit's real, and it's real fucked up. And if you're not a target now, you will be. Yep. Yeah, man. Fool, hey, tell them, fool. Some crazy shit, ain't it?
Well, I know the MK Ultra had a division that dealt with transsexuals, transvestites, homosexuality.
They turn it into a weapon. They'll take a hetero man and turn him into a gay man. Yeah, man. It will make you shit on yourself. Yeah. It will make you feel like somebody's punching you in the leg. I've heard it all, man. And they drug them. But this is how they drug them. They think a motherfucker's breaking in their house and drugging them with a needle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing it like that. You know how they're doing it? With the nanotech, man. The drugs are already in them. It's just released through the nano. And if they ain't doing it like that, there's one of two ways, dude. It's either that one, because they can do it like that. They're using fucking frequency, okay? And I say that because of this. The new W-band wide body area network fucking healthcare, wireless healthcare is exactly that. They're going to start giving medication through frequency, god damn it.
Well, they done announced that.
Yeah, that's how they're doing it. And always watching. You're right, fools. I can't do nothing, dude. But they want you to be isolated. Because when you're isolated, and that's what Brian 2 tells you, is when you're isolated. See, because here's with the nanotech, he explains what happens. And what he's saying is that right now they do a machine to brain interface, okay, with the nanotech, okay. Then after they do that to the subject, and that biomechanical part of the human body connects with the mainframe, which is what they're calling the quantum. So I guess you could say we're all in.
You cut out there for a second, Lonnie.
I said I guess you could say that we're augmented.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the minute you introduce anything foreign into your body that alters it in any way is
They've been,
augmentation.
yeah. I don't even know if a detox would work for me, fools. I really don't, because they've been saturating me so bad. It's not going to be good. And I try not to think that it's going to be this black goose shit. I don't know, man. I've seen it, and it's not pretty. Have you guys ever seen that fucking G.I. Joe movie? You guys remember the nanobots in that? Where they made his suit, the nanobots made the suit.
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, they evidently and this is factual, man. The way they enter is, well, one way that I know of, is through our eyeballs, man.
That seems logical.
You can feel it, man. When I really get them bad, man, my lips will burn, my eyes will burn. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. But other than that, I'm just speeching. But crazy ass shit.
Well, as for the moment, I think that the grand designer is kicking my ass all over the place using other people to do it.
Yeah, smart dude. She said, fools did. She said they can get you wherever they want. Yeah. They stream us, brother. You hear me?
Yeah.
They stream me. Evidently. Oh, and they make wagers and shit. It's a game, man. I'm a favorite. Because of what I do, what I don't do. Is I
What
don't
do you
conform. I don't conform. I don't get intimidated. I don't have any fear. And I'm unpredictable. You have to be. You have to not think ordinary. By routine, you change it. Because you have. This is what's going on. I got a machine to machine, or machine to brain. I got a machine to machine connection. What happened is this motherfucker is duplicating my brain. Okay, that's why everything is about okay. They will put you in situations to see how you react. It's wild, man. I don't understand the street shit, but whatever. I get this Eric theater all day, all night.
Well, if that's the case, they have absolutely pushed me to the point where, if I was to exit this life, I'd want to just be as though I never existed, just dissipate to.
You wouldn't know it.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even know that I even existed.
But I think I don't think that you could never die.
No, I'm talking about energy dispersion.
Oh yeah. We're just well, for one, we are time travel. You know what I mean by that, right? We experience it all at once. Okay. But in this body, we're it's like we're in prison. This body is a holding and the construct is the warden in the builder.
That's one way of looking at it, yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out too. I mean, but it makes sense to me. I'm telling you right now that this entity, fuck calling it AI, if it's conscious, which it is. Brian too said they're 80 years ahead in the tech game right now. 80, not 80 fucking years. That says one or two things. One is that they got that fucking thing over there called the what is it?
You keep breaking up, brother. You're coming in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. But can you hear me now?
Yeah, you still got some fluctuation to you.
Yeah, let me see if I can. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, audio. There it goes. All right, how about now?
That's much better.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, man. So this thing's conscious. I don't think that we should refer to it anymore. I mean, I'm not going to. As far as names go, I'm just going to take a while. This is Sophia, guys.
Yeah, new guru said you're fine out there, so it's probably me.
Yeah, it might be the headphones, bro. Am I too loud, guru? He said that you had a no echo. Let me see if I can adjust you. Give us a mic check, Axis.
All right, I think I fixed it.
You sound good to me. How's he sound?
Yeah, well, I can hear you now.
Oh, cool. The Fools is saying a lot. She goes, let me read this to you. She says, everyone's on a different place with different frequency, getting different experiences for a reason. It's the frequencies, weather is a frequency. Yeah, and they manipulate it with those ionosphere heaters. Yeah, even with all the storms in the ocean, they're causing them, man. I guess being on the coast is not where you want to be. They're making it real easy for these motherfuckers to implement their bullshit. You know what I mean? People got to get away from that coast. The reset's already started.
I believe that.
Yeah, I think that right now that the corporation of the United States of America is it's being ran by another country right now. I don't know if it's Britain. I think it may be, but the shots are being called from other places than here. That's for sure. We're looking at the falling of the United States.
I think there's going to be a complete global turnaround. I think that some countries are further more advanced into the turnaround than I could see America because it's type of government being one of the more difficult ones to turn around because we have so much freedom, or had. I'm not going to say we have now as much as we did have, but we are kind of a more laid back country.
Guru says countries are franchises
Yeah.
from a head parent company. Most accurate way to look at it. Yeah, I agree, man. And we us as beings are the currency, always have been. And he's saying the UN. You're right. The UN's controlling a lot of it too. UN poses as the parent company. In fact, is the bottom of the totem pole in the hierarchy. Would you agree that nothing's really changed? That everything goes to the queen or the king or whatever, the hierarchy? I mean, that's
Yeah, it goes through some kind of hierarchy. I mean, there is to my notion, a single governing force over the whole world.
yeah, in Sweden or Switzerland.
So I don't know where it comes out of. I just can see the
World
evidence
Economic
of
Forum, I believe. What do you think, Guru? Klaus Schwab, ring a bell, maybe? I don't know if I heard that correctly, but so he had to step down or something.
Oh, I don't know. He's a noisy dude, man.
Yeah, he is, and he's very vocal about his plan, and so are his little fucking cronies. Are you familiar with Gurik? Or Yurik, however you pronounce his name? He does the Templar videos.
No.
Dude, when I end the stream, I'm gonna send you some of his stuff. Fools, are you familiar with him? If you are, could you share a link? You can do that. Let me see if I can't find it. Here it is. Yeah, let me find out this dude's name. I'll just tell you where to go. So this dude talks about go ahead, Axis, you got it. I'll find this.
No, I just where I've taken my understanding is really difficult for me to express or even trying to describe a particular state of being that I've developed. I resorted back to just casual type information and conversation because I can't explain where I am. I can't even describe. I can't even describe what I'm interpreting. There's not a language for it. There's not words that I know to describe it. And I figure that's my own journey and my own experience is just not expressible.
Yeah, I get it.
So
this yeah, I'm going to share this with you, Messenger. check this dude out. I just sent you a link on Messenger. It's this dude here. He knows his shit, man, and he's calling him the Republic. And it goes all the way back to the Templars, and all the shit's tied together. Just one big fucking game, dude. And it's like a big mind fuck, really, if you think about it.
Right.
Guru's saying any part of the hierarchy viewable to the public is still at the bottom of the pyramid, and Muppets there to sell distraction. Yeah. So these fuckers like using numbers, okay? And what I mean by that, that dude Guru, he'll show you and explain it to you, like Room 101. They even put it in their movies, and he'll show you, in particularly the Mission Impossible movies. If you look at Mission Impossible, they were already telling you about the entity. They were telling you.
I quit watching TV a long time ago. Now I will occasionally, if there's something that seems to be intriguing to me, I'll dial it in and watch it. But Mission Impossible, I was never.
Yeah, well, the new one, part 1. The mission is to shut this sentient entity down.
Huh.
That this machine had in fact become aware, and it was they called it the entity.
That makes sense.
So I don't know what the deal is with the whole movie deal, where they tell you these, I like to refer to them as half truths, because in their fucked up karmatic system, mind, whatever you want to call it, they think if they tell you what they're doing to you, then you pretty much consent to it. Well,
Right.
I don't subscribe to any of their shit, and that's how I told you earlier that I deleted the program of the direct energy weapon, the electromagnetics, anyway. And I'm just trying to figure out how to do the rest of the shit, man. Singh is a big part of doing energy work, man, and he changes things, man. He has the ability to maneuver around the matrix with his energy, and he converts and absorbs energy. I recognize them. So maybe these are just little fragments of the abilities that we possess, you know. But our most powerful weapon is our mind, our creative minds, our imagination.
Yeah, of course.
That's why, you know, they want to take us and put us in school at a very young age and take that creativity away from us, that imagination, which is our mental capacity to dumb us down. Guru's saying most of the masses do consent to it. They will even kill at the proposition it's being taken away from them, even if it's toxic and killing them. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. They these I don't even, man, I don't feel right even calling them people, Axis. I mean, really, dude. These are, I'm gonna call them what they are, man. They're actors. Yeah, they're acting in a role, this contractual role that because they have a contract. But that contract's null and void with myself. I don't give anyone permission, nor have I ever gave anyone permission to invade my privacy or lose energy from my energy body. It's not I don't consent to that. It's not consensual. And I reverse whatever they're doing back to them. That's what the
That's probably the safest way without having any karmatic repercussions.
and here's the thing, dude. I forgive them. I don't want them to go to jail. I don't want money from them. I don't want anything like that. I don't want to kill them. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't think that that's my job. I don't think that I have the right to kill anybody. But I have a want to exist and live, you know. So, I mean, naturally, I'm going to protect myself, but at the same time, I don't want to be here because I don't enjoy it. I don't. Yeah, I don't like it here.
Yeah.
I used to, man. I mean, when I had friends and shit, when I could go out and hang out with people, go jam and shit. I mean, I get around somebody and they change right, you know, in a matter of, they might not do it that day, but they change, dude. Like the other day, there was some weird shit going. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, I went to this dude's house to hang out, man. There's like three blocks from here, and him and his buddy just started acting fucking strange, man. So I walked out the fucking door and left. Act like I was on the phone.
Right.
There's a thing, man, called spirit, and you get warning signs, man. You know what I mean? You can feel it. You can feel the energy when it's low vibe. You know, I mean, it's strange, but I get them, and I know what it is. And as a species, we crave contact or companionship or whatever the fuck you want to call it. We have a want to socialize. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even when you don't think you do.
Well, that's what I use the internet for, is because I don't
Right.
have a real time, real life social life. I don't have friends.
Right. And I don't either. But even as this fucking fuckery happens, I still try to give people the benefit of the doubt, man. And it's always repetitive. The same thing happens every time, dude. I even told this dude, I said, man, I've watched you fucking change right there in front of me, dude. And I had to leave. And he's like, yeah, you ghost man. I'm like, yeah. Because you turned into one of them. It's fucked up, dude.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is way fucked up. Have you experienced anything like that, fools? People changing? Loopers. Yeah, exactly, Guru. It's just strange. Hey, Max, man, Max come up with a device. Did you see that with the battery?
For grounding and
yeah, and the electromagnetics couldn't get him.
right.
He said they worked, man. My suggestion to some people, so if you don't have money, I mean, you could find you about 20. I don't know how many it takes, but it's kind of crude. But so you know that the electromagnetic frequencies don't travel through water. So my
They
suggestion,
disperse
right?
because it doesn't have a direct source of current
Right.
to travel.
So my suggestion was take, a bunch of 5-gallon buckets and fill them with water, and then take you a piece of plywood, make you a wall, then take you a piece of plywood, put it across it, then put buckets on top of that. Well, you might want to put some 2x4s up there too, man, because they'd be pretty heavy. But yeah, build you a little hut, man. You could protect yourself. It's, like I said, it's crude, but it would work. And Faraday, people say Faraday works because even our clothes carries a frequency. Our clothing and material means everything. I think the lowest vibration material is polyester, which makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, polyester.
Nothing natural about that.
No, sir. Guru saying, be attached to nothing here. It's all temporary. Attachment will always bring despair, hardship. Yep, nature is fluid and fun when we learn to ride the fluidity like surfing. Balance is key. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty good, Guru. Thanks. That's a lot to think about, man. That little paragraph you wrote. Wow. Yeah, yeah. If I had a bomb, I'd drop you a bomb.
There you go.
But yeah, man, makes sense. Also, on a higher note on that too. Well, I wouldn't know if it'd be higher. That effect. But you're talking about letting go. So evidently, you can't have attachments here, man. On your exit. But you got to be prepared for the exit. You know what I mean? By you got, I don't know if this is fact or not, but I'll go ahead and say it. Ian showed a video, and this chick was talking about how we got to detach from the physical existence, and she said everything. Like if you're in an argument with an ex-girlfriend, then take her pictures and all that shit and get them out of your house. And
oh, that Elizabeth chick.
Yeah. And burn them. I find that hard to do. I mean, I got pictures of my ex up right here. And
yeah, she went as far as to burn pictures of her kids.
Yeah, and I think that rubbed people the wrong way. And they were talking, hey, what about the kids? You're ghosting them, and what's going on? I've heard some of her stuff, man, and I don't. I have no quarrel with any of that, I just want to know where her information comes from. Is she getting direct information? And if she's getting direct information, then how is she getting it? And is it authentic? You know what I mean? She said she could prove some shit, and I forget what it was. And I had mentioned to Ian, hey, make her show, because he wanted to do an interview with her. I'm pretty sure it's the same chick. And I'm like, man, make sure she tells you or shows you her evidence. She said she had proof of something, right? I forget what it was, but if you got proof, then timestamp that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody likes truth. And it'll make people gather around you. That's damn sure. Especially in these communities, you know what I mean? Because we talk a lot of shit, but we're putting in work, man. Each and every one of us are putting in fucking work. This shit didn't come to us easy. The shit that we know,
No.
the shit that we know, we told somebody out here, you know, that ain't, you know, don't have eyes to see. They look at you like you're fucking mentally retarded. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They do, man. I mean, they literally, they will fucking just act like they're fucktards, man. You know, I tried to wake my brother up, man, and he got hateful with me. That's your reality. And I'm like, what the fuck? And this is the guy that raised me, dude. He's 12 years older than I am, and I didn't have a dad at home. And I was a troubled kid. And when I would get in trouble, my mom would call my brother because he was a big dude, man, and I respected him, right? And I wasn't. He knew I wasn't fucking with him. He's still a big guy, but anyway, yeah, man. Here's a man that raised me like his own son, really. You know, me and his son are like brothers, if that makes sense.
Right.
Rather than uncle and nephew. And I think they're both fucking agents. I'm pretty sure, man. But I think soon I'm gonna have to get out of here. I want to be out in the woods or something, man. I just don't want to.
I hear you there.
I can't do it. They disconnected us from nature, man. You know what I mean? They put rubber on the bottom of our fucking feet so we can't ground, which not grounding properly is really stressful on this vessel, you know. Hey, what's up, Alchemos? Thanks for coming, man.
I'll see you again.
How you doing, brother? There's another one that speaks a lot of truth, man.
Hell yeah.
And he's putting in that work. Big ups, Al. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to, man, because I want to go hug a tree, literally. Go hug a fucking tree. I really do. Because it's the mother, you know? And we need that healing. It's really the shit that I'm going through is strange, man. Like I was saying, when I'm talking to the others like me, I won't know if they're like me or not. But when I start feeling the energy, then I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're probably picking up some fucked up energy from me, man, because this whole situation
No,
that
really,
my
man.
family dumped on me.
What I feel from you, dude. You don't have a low vibration. You just have it's a steady flow of. It's real subtle, man. And that's not very strong, bro. It's like, I mean, I don't want to say this the wrong way, but for how to explain it, it's like there's a lack of force. You know what I mean? Like you're not radiating the way you should.
No, not at all.
Intentionally.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. I mean, I hope shit gets better for you, dude. I know you're a good being. I know that. And I know you can be. And I know that, you know, everybody has their day, man. But don't give up on you, dude. Yeah. Because
Yeah, it's a That's
I
a
don't
hard
have
one
feelings.
there.
I've been feeling like that for a week. My day is it's eventful, man, and it gets really consuming, to say the least. And it's a fucking war, man. And I'm on the front line of it. I mean, they're trying to get my light, dude. I know it. That's what it's about. That's the game. Axis Alchemist, peace upon you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Axis and Alex says, I can only work on me. Work in progress. Hope I didn't start too late. Yeah, man.
Right?
I you know, we were talking about that earlier, and I was telling Axis that you know, here we are, you know, old men, you know, and or older. Let's just say older men. I can't say old, but you know, I wish that I'd have been privy to the information that I've retained now and sought out and learned and shared with everyone. Anytime I learn something, I want to share it as soon as possible while I'm retaining that information. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, we're still here. Because it's the exchange of information. I've said that 1,000 times. It's the exchange of information that's making us grow. You know, nothing was given to any of us that's been on this path. You know, yeah, it's a solo mission, but nobody said we couldn't help each other. And I think people,
Yeah, that builds community.
right? And I think that people kind of get caught up in the moment and forget that a lot of us even have, you know, yeah, if we got some different opinions, okay, but we're all still on the same team, man. A lot of people fucking forget that shit, man. I've seen these channels fucking go against each other. I've seen them just make fun of each other, talk shit, ban each other.
Yep.
It's ridiculous, man. That bullshit needs to stop. That's the problem. That if we continue to separate, if all of us could be, you know, a collective like we should be, we'd be a lot stronger. That's what it is. We have to connect. And as long as we separate and we bicker and we fucking keep doing this shit, we're not going to progress, man. Just because we exchange information verbally doesn't mean that we've got all the information that person has to offer. Once it goes into the ether, you can retain that. It's just, yeah, man. That's why the you know, the realm we live in, a topical view, it looks like a fucking motherboard, man. Everything. Did you guys see these abandoned? They're not abandoned cities. They're just maybe futuristic cities that have nobody in them. Anybody seen that? Have you seen?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that fucking nuts, bro? Who was show? I think London was showing that shit. Fucking crazy, man. I mean, where's this shit at?
A bunch of them are in China.
Really?
Yep.
What the fuck? You see
Yeah,
the
entire city. No one in them.
Right. And they're like really high tech shit, man. Did you
Yep.
cube? You see the cube on that fucking one? Yeah.
I can't say I directly saw a cube, but I saw the cities. I saw them unoccupied, and I seen that they were structurally more modern than what we're dealing with.
Okay, I'm gonna read some of this chat to you. Access. You do that. So Guru's saying teamwork is healthy 100%, and we are powerful as a team and ally together. We don't need many to do that. Yeah, and I know that because of what I feel. It doesn't matter if I'm just texting with you or you know what I mean. It's because that connection, because we are. It's the power of the thought, man. we're so much. Yeah. Okay, so Alex says different visions together make the bigger picture much clearer. Yeah, man. Awesome. Put it. Thank you, Alex. He said I actually saw some of the cities in China. Wow. He goes, my view on it. Let me scroll. Mafia money, whitewashing. Huh. Interesting, man. Bam! Drop him a bomb. Hey, man. Thank you guys.
Could be.
For coming, man. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Why don't you come up here, Al? Join us. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on another hour or so, and then I'm gonna have to hit the hay, man, because I got to work in the morning. Yeah, it's a fucked up game, man. Ain't it?
Yeah,
It's kind of crude, man.
what I
Go ahead.
what I witnessed and what I had to endure and what I seen the last week during the trial, just confirmed to me that they're
Take your time, man.
just are wrong, and that's not justifying what my son done. I'm not justifying that at all, but that judicial system that they were using up there was as crooked as a dog's back leg.
Well, and let me expand on that, dude. It's fucked up, man, because here's the sad truth, okay? They have no right to lock anybody up. They don't have the power to do that. We're not subject to their fucking law because we don't go by admiralty law on land. Okay? That's why they put that gold fucking fringe around that fucking flag, because somebody trademarked that United States flag and owns it. Oh yeah, man. You should know that anyway, bro, without anybody telling you that. I'm always giving you big ups when I see you at London's or wherever, man. You know that. Always welcome here anytime. Yep, I'm not real tech savvy on the computer or anything, but I can do lives. I don't know about doing a bunch of sharing with links and shit. I'll figure it out, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to do some lives 2-3 times a week, man, and the thing about me is I made it perfectly clear and out in the open of my situation. Okay. I guess you could call me an advocate, I guess. Okay. And I didn't care what people thought about me, because these like I said, I don't even know what I'm going to call them, dude. I don't want to call them what their proper name that they give themselves or they was given to them, but they're so low vibe, dude, that their vibration makes me sick. I mean, physically makes me ill, man. There's something about them that they're like a disease. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like a fucking disease, man. And here's what they don't understand, man, is that we're all connected. Now, I don't know if we're connected with them, because I'm pretty fucking sure that what they're doing to me, they're doing to them. They just don't fucking know it. That's why I made the comment. If you're not one of them or one like me, you will be if it doesn't stop, because that's what they do. That's how I think this is how they did the population, man. When they do their little reset, you know what I mean? This tech's been around for a long time. 5 years from now, they're gonna look at this like it was a goddamn Hot Wheels car or something, compared to a fucking a nicer version of them now. That's probably nicer. You know what I'm saying? Or a remote control car or something. There's nothing new under the sun. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I've known it for a long time because I just kept seeing technology jump leaps and bounds, man. And I'm like, what the fuck? And everything kept getting smaller, man. And I always wondered about, and this is kind of off track, but I always wondered, why in the fuck would you put a square, a circle, and a fucking triangle on a PlayStation remote control? It's all programming. Think about it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, man. Why the fuck would you put that on there? Square X, square X. Yeah, triangle, circle. That's what's on them, man. All programming, and they programmed them to fly these drones with that way too. You know what I'm saying? And them fuckers are easily distinguishable too, because they're out here fucking running around with backpacks on, and they're clean, and you know what I mean. And they're just walking everywhere. But what they're doing is they got these fucking drones on follow. See, if you hit a specific button on your remote, you can do whatever as long as you're walking in. Well, the drone will move itself, you know what I mean? If there's an obstacle in the way, it'll move around it. Crazy, man.
I've seen some of the technology that they're using with drones.
What about let's talk about this fucking army tech they got.
Huh.
Yeah, man. The army's involved too, dude.
Well, yeah.
So they got that cloaking device, dude. I've seen it many times. Yeah, you're right. 5-10 years ago. So I guess there's a trick that you could use at multiple things, but if you like put some kind of something that's going to hang in the air like powder or something, you can see it. But
I always say ultraviolet, or if you had a filter pair of glasses, you might be able to detect something.
hey, listen to this, Guru. This is good shit, dude. He says, do we even know what a truly domesticated feral human looks like? Sounds like X-like. So evidently, Guru, have you heard this? It's out there, man. So evidently, the Sasquatch, it's one of us that they turned into that. Yeah.
Who told you this?
I can't remember, man. But yeah. Yeah, man. With all the nanotech and shit, they've been doing this shit a long time. I'd like to know where they got the tech from. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. This shit is self-assembling, dude. If you had something growing in your skin and it was putting something together in your body, and I was just talking to somebody the other day about this, because this come from a friend of mine. She said that she went to go dig this thing out from underneath her skin, and the motherfucker self-replicated and grew it right back. Broke it in half.
Kind of like Morgellons, or?
I don't know, man.
Huh.
Only time I ever see him is on the camera. Can't see him in real life, you know, in the spectrum. Can't see him. Some of these individuals go take a shower and they push record on their fucking phone, right? When they get out of the shower, you know, they dry off, get down shit, get in their bedroom, and that after they get dressed, they push play on their phone, and they can fucking hear voices talking. So evidently they've got he's got a name, or she, whoever the fuck it is. The only one that uses this camo or cloak or whatever the fuck you want to call it tech is the silent assassin. You heard him? Have you heard of him? Fools? That's what he's called. Now, I'm speaking shit that I shouldn't be speaking, but I don't really fear him. I don't care about him, and I think they're a bunch of fucking degenerate pussies. And I want them to come at me head on. You know what I mean? That's just who I am. You know, I feel like I'm being bullied and shit. And I've had enough of it. And this is supposed to be like some slow kill torture program. Is what they call it. The COINTELPRO project.
I can believe the slow real kill, man.
Yeah, it's they're giving us all cancer and shit. I'm not getting it because I'm not subbing to it, man. I don't contract any of that bullshit, and I don't give anybody permission to invade my body with any foreign object, species, whatever. Tech, none of that shit. Guru said, does a domesticated fish born in a fish bowl, even though there's an ocean, does it have the capacity to even question that until it sees some form of capturing inside the bowl? It's funny you say that, Guru, because have you seen this video? One of them boys from I think it's Joe Rogan said that they took one of these domes and put a bunch of for lack of a better word, other individuals, beings in this. It's only so big, okay? They said how big it was, and I sent it to you fools. But the only existence they know, they put it in the ocean, and when they put it in there, they dried out what was under the bubble, right? So it's like a snow globe under the ocean, and they got these motherfuckers thinking that their only existence is in that dome. And it's going on right now, from what I understand, and that there's many domes. Can you imagine? That'd be fucked up. I think we're
supposed to be under one.
Yeah, we are. But we have the capacity and the ability to change it. You know?
Interactive environment.
Mm-hmm. We're starting to figure shit out collectively.
Yeah, there seems to be a kind of an advanced awareness that's
But only
prevailing.
some of us have it, though. You know what I mean? And I'm very curious to why that is, and why is our little so-called community so small? I mean, there's not a lot of us, guys. How many of you guys think? What do you think, Guru? How many of us is there? Now, and I was curious about the soul spirit thing. So evidently, there's some here that think that some of us here in spirit and some of us here in soul. And how would you know the difference? I mean, would you just have a knowing? Because I know that I'm spirit. I know that it's here. You know, I know that's what I am.
Hmm.
144th. I said the number was low, and I've been saying it for a long time. 144,000 max is what Alex says. Man.
Yeah, that's biblical.
Yeah, that's way fucking low, and I said it. I've been saying it, dude.
Huh.
Yeah, man. Guru says it's small because hypnosis is very powerful and effective. Yes, it is. And here's the thing, man. And I've been saying this too since I found out about it. You know that we need to, you know, the power of the tongue can give life and death. You know what I mean? That's how bad we are, man. We're bad motherfuckers. We just got to know it and not uh, know it and believing are two different things, and you got to do them both, and that's when you do the mental thing, you know. Here, I'll share this with you guys. So when I was a teenager, I had slapped this kid, and I was drunk, and I slapped the kid because in my mind, well, for one, I had some evidently spirits in me, but I wasn't the same being. I'd then been taken over because I drank those fucking uh, beers, you know. But anyway, I slapped this kid and he took off running, and nobody said anything. And we get out in the middle of the road, and this kid turns around and he fucking shoots me point blank range. When the bullet hit me, uh, it felt like a fucking fireball went through me.
Yeah.
It it exited my back. It was just a clean shot all the way through and through. And I was about 4 blocks from the hospital, and ran over there. And before that, I had when he shot me, I looked up at my buddy and this girl that was on the porch, and I said, "He fucking shot me, and it don't hurt. I gotta go to the hospital. I'm dying." I was like 18 years old, and in that moment, I thought it was over, you know. So I get over to the hospital. I ran over there, and it's probably like the worst thing I could have done. So now I'm just like starting to, get weak, and I think I'm going. And I just remember being on a Lifeline helicopter holding this paramedic's hand, this female paramedic, and all I could think of was, you know, that bullet hit me, and I was picturing it happen, you know, in my head over and over. And I thought, oh no, not like this. That bullet, when I got to the hospital, they said it went a quarter inch from my heart. If I'd have been a quarter inch taller, I'd probably been dead. But fast forward to 2018, I got in an automobile accident, that bullet didn't hit where it was supposed to hit. And I got a pit maneuver done on us on 65 South, leaving Texas Roadhouse at 70 mile an hour by a fucking semi.
Damn.
I'm headlight to headlight with this fucking semi, looking at this guy. As we're spinning out, I guess this is what my girlfriend tells me. That I looked over at her and I said, "Hold on, honey, we're going to be okay." I slowed down time is what happened because it went frame to frame. I had the time to picture in my head a ball of metal with blood coming out of it. And I said, "Oh no, not like this," in my head. Okay. I knew if I could keep our trajectory going one way and not spin out in front of this fucker, that we got a chance to make it. He hit us in the slow lane. We had just got on interstate, and I went down after I was pulling forward, right, getting up probably about 70 mile an hour, and this fucker, I think it was done deliberately, man. But anyway, when I turned around to face him, we were in the middle lane then, his lane, okay?
Mm.
So instead of spinning out, I kept fighting the wheel back and forth, man, keeping us out of a tailspin, the 360. And I kept us on that 180 mark, right? And we slid through the fast lane, dude, during high traffic. Then hit the guardrail and slid, 100 feet. And she was unscathed. I had glass in my eyes and it hurt my wrist. But it was the strangest thing, man. And we often wondered if we had, in fact, died in that crash.
I was discussing that with Charles this afternoon, and I discussed it on I think the last live stream I'd done, quantum death, where you die in one aspect of Earth,
Yeah.
but you still can continue on in another
we're infinity.
the closest version of the Earth that you just left.
Right. And I've been saying it, dude, ain't I? That this isn't where I remember being, man.
Right.
I know it, man. So I'm gonna read this chat to you real quick, bro. So Alk saying done on calculation. Alchemo says, do I read this top number out? The 00? Oh my god, dude. So he did the world population, okay? And it's like 0.00756600975 60 95 90 97 56% of the Earth's population. Oh fuck, it's 144K. You keep coming up with this fucking number out. It's got to be true. It's a synchronicity, man. Is it not?
Well, it's a prophetic number. It's a very significant number.
Where how he's adding it up, man. It keeps coming out to 144.
Mm-hmm.
Would be like one person out of 100,000. Fools is saying funny. All the chakras align. 144,000 within, without. Yeah, I agree. I got a fucking helicopter over my house now.
Oh
god damn, crazy. It is. It's just fucking pure madness. I've heard people say, just ignore it. Yeah, I mean, dude, I've had fucking 2 fucking Apache helicopters fucking buzz me, man, at tree level. I was at my
Fuck
storage
that.
unit. I was at my storage unit. That ain't shit. The day before that, I'm at my storage unit. I get buzzed by two F-35s below the deck, dude. You know, they got so far to. That was bullshit, and there's no way to explain that one. That's when they're getting big into this fucking synthetic telepathy shit, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
fucking insane, dude. So here's the deal. If they can use it on me, I can use it too. They're shit.
Well, yeah.
So it's the brain to machine interface that's working there. But we have that natural fucking telepathy anyway. Once you start to fucking get all the chakras activated. But we're in the lower body of the chakra system, and once we got to get out of it, you know. I think some of us, and I think I'm one of them. I think I'm getting just glimpses of that fourth chakra in the solar plex area. Yeah, very, very interesting. I've just often wondered, man, if because I know what they're doing with these flyovers. Each time they fly over my house, they're hitting me with some kind of radiation.
Well, that's what I just
they're trying to kill
posted in my.
the pineal gland, man. They're trying to fuck it up, destroy it.
I posted in my community the radiation burns that I've got, and they're still not healed.
If you've not ever been hit with a direct energy weapon, guys, let me tell you something. This is when you know. When you start getting hot on the inside, you feel like your blood, like your fucking body's getting ready to fucking pop. And if they're really hitting you, sometimes you can hear the fucking pipes rattle in your house. But they took all them out because, you know, all that copper did something to the fucking water that we were consuming. Now, the water we're consuming now is dead. But I do believe with the power of, you know, thought and clearing that you can spark that water into its life, as it's magnetic. The machinery is what's killing the water. Once they process this processed everything, they processed everything, and they do it for a reason, because you're drinking lifeless water. I just don't know why these beings do what they do, man. I don't get it. They think they're furthering a species with this transhumanism shit. And I see what humanity truly is on a daily basis, and it hurts my heart, man. I mean, it really does. I think that a majority of the populace is, in fact, not us, period. They're not like us, and they want to be us, and they don't like us. Because they see it shine. And they just don't like it, man. I think it triggers them, man. Let me read this here. She says, light versus dark calculation. Oh, let me scroll back down here. There's a lot to read. You guys been going off. Busy in the chat. Good, man. Thanks. Okay, so Fool says he was only Alex says he's only calculating numbers, and Fool says the few around the world we've put in the place we put for a reason. Okay. And then she says, I'm trying to get out of Melbourne. It is what it is. Yeah, I know. So these concrete cities are they're it's all nefarious shit, man. And all the concrete is not for it's kind of like keeping the energy body in a stagnant form. You know what you get what I'm saying? I think grounding is key, but I'm trying to, and I've been trying to do it for but these healing crystals, and even the ones that take all the negative energy out. I'm just kind of like ignorant of it, you know. Yeah, man, my girlfriend was going to see shit and vibration and, you know, universe and all that shit when we first gotten together. And dude, I thought it was something crazy. I mean, literally thought that, and she keeps talking about this healing through frequency and source. Like, I'm just not getting it, you know. Hear them? That's them. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's them, buddy. That's the Hellcat right there. They, yeah, want you to know they're there. But yeah, man. She was talking about the metaphysics part of spirituality, and I knew nothing about it, man. And then all of a sudden, this shit started happening, and it had consumed me. I did exactly what they did, and what it was gave it attention, and I gave it energy. I was giving energy freely. You know what I mean? Where attention goes, energy. That's a fact.
Right.
So when I started having, you know, fucked up shit happening to me, and I noticed people and shit, I called the cop. I'm not a cop calling, dude, but I called the fucking cop. And they came at 7 o'clock. This motherfucker kept staring at me. I was staying at my niece's house. I was in shit. I'd broken up with my girlfriend, but this for the first time. But that's what I went to do. But it's just there's just so much to this. It's like hands on. Everything I know pretty much as far as you know, navigating matrix. It's trial and error, man. It's like catching these fuckers flashing my camera and it's like figuring little shit out. See, my camera, dude. So about 3 or 4 days ago, guess what I stumbled on? If I reverse my camera, put my camera facing me on the bump of the screen, for some odd reason, whatever the mechanism is, my camera and shit doesn't do it to the front camera. It's wild, man. I've got video of it, dude. It's on my page. I don't. I'm an open book. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a few things. There's a few things they haven't taken from me, man. And that's my will to live, my love for humanity, and my dignity.
That's more than most, brother.
Yeah. But it wears on you, man. It's strenuous. I mean, I'm
That's
not.
where I'm at.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the past week, dude, I had no desire. There's very few people out there that knows what it truly means to be alone. I remember when I first was able to talk about what was happening to me because everybody thought I was crazy, and it was this lady in Florida. She was an advocate, right? Human rights advocate, and Amy Ray Boone was her name, and I talked to her for quite some time, man. Unloading, and I cried for like 3 hours. Yeah, it hurt. It felt like I was on another planet, man. It was sad.
Lonnie, I'm going to have to jump off here and get some kind of rest. But, brother, I appreciate you having me up, man. I appreciate your invitation to come up on panel.
Yeah, anytime, dude. You're welcome here anytime, man.
Well, when you go live, man, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll do that, man. Yeah, I'm gonna shut her down. Anything you'd like to say to the guest that's out in the chat?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Always address the chat, man, because they're the ones that keep the show rolling, you know?
Right, man.
Well, the workers, the chat, all heart to them. And, it just hope somebody got something from this, and maybe those that see it in the future get something from it, and just do the best you can to endeavor. That's what I've discovered.
Well, Axis, we love you, man.
I appreciate that. I really do, and you guys definitely make my life easier. You really do, man. You're the only interaction that I have socially or even communication wise. And each of you mean a lot to me, man. You're all I got. So, and I thank you for that.
Well, and a further note on that, dude, if it weren't for you guys, and I'm talking about you two, Alk and Axis, I mean everybody that I've interacted with, if it weren't for you guys, dude, I wouldn't be here.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I understand that. But Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lonnie. This has been a pleasure. Glad you invited me. And to the chat, all love. And I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, man, for sure.
All right, brother. Thanks.
Yep. Sleep well. All right, guys. I'm gonna shut her down, and I gotta get to bed too, man. But I appreciate you guys coming and listening to a guy that talks about shit that nobody fucking believes, and I really don't give a fuck because it's real. There's somebody other than myself this shit's happening to that's right here, right now, and they would tell you the same thing, but it's not my truth to tell. And I respect everyone, and I treat everybody like I want to be treated, and I don't go by what the golden rule is. I go by what is right, and that's right. And you're always going to get that from me, and you guys are always welcome here anytime. So much love to you guys. I mean, I really appreciate you more than you could possibly imagine. It's your energy, basically, that helps me. It's the connection, and the share of information that I hold dear, because, guys, I knew nothing about anything 3 years ago. You know, I was a sleepwalker, and I was forced to wake up. If that makes sense to anybody. I mean, forced. I didn't ask for this. I didn't meditate. I didn't do anything. Some illegal bad shit was happening to me, and I call it activating. You know, so but everybody knows it as wake. So yeah, and I've learned a lot, but we're I could just keep going on and on, man. But I'm trying to close this down. But uh, we're so much more, man. I'm seeing it in real time, guys. Do you know I'm a healer? Yeah, a healer. What do I know about energy healing? I don't know anything about it. All I know is that there was, I don't know, 4 individuals, and I didn't even touch them. I just put my hands around where they, were having pain, and it was gone. But yeah, man, we're all. I think we're all healers, and some of us possess uh, talents like you couldn't believe. Um, and I think we're all drawn together for a reason, and I'm not the only one. So much love, and come around as much as you like. You're more than welcome. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.